A CTO asked me, Michael, do you use job boards? He asked me this during our recent call with a group of about 10 CTOs. We spoke about some of these recruitment strategies, and it was a great question, right? Like, it's the probably easiest way to get candidates, right? However, for the one particular position we were talking about, I have not used job boards just because from my experience, those most senior people are just not using job boards. And for that particular position, we were looking for open source contributors, people with 10, 15 years of experience, really senior IT professionals focused on a specific niche. And they are very unlikely to use job boards because they have lots of opportunities. So why would such a senior person use job boards, right? Like, they are bombarded on GitHub or LinkedIn every day, every hour probably with some offers. So they are quite unlikely to just go to a job board and look for opportunities. I'm not saying it does not happen, but it's quite unlikely. What is more likely to happen is gazillions of not qualified professionals apply for that one vacancy. So it may be really counterproductive. Not just because we may not receive the one candidate we are looking for, but we may receive hundreds of not qualified candidates, and that actually provides more hassle than the benefit out of it that we would receive. So I've just observed this trend for the last several years. I remember when I was the CTO, I posted a job description on a job board back in Thailand, where I used to live, and we received dozens, if not hundreds of applicants. And many of them were qualified, right? We were looking for backend developers, front-end developers, mobile developers, not any open source contributors back then, just relatively mid-level to senior level professionals, but still like great professionals were applying. But then over time, the number of job applicants was decreasing. So say 7 years ago, it was great. 5 years ago, it was okay. 3 years ago, we have stopped using job boards for our internal purposes because those professionals were not there, and we shifted our focus to employer branding, to marketing, to campaigns on the social media, to use of GitHub or LinkedIn to get candidates, or Facebook to get even more candidates to apply. With this, we also approached the client we were looking for. Those candidates we were looking for, the one client, the open source contributors. We have not posted this on job boards just because, first, it costs something, right? But more importantly, we would receive hundreds of applications of not qualified, which we need to process, and it's even more hassle than. This was my take on the question from the CTO. However, there is time and space for everything, right? So we use job boards, for example, to build up our own talent pool, especially if the position is more junior. So it's also important for us as a recruitment agency to build up the talent pool, right? To have some candidates that we could just contact right away. And that's actually also why we use some job boards, right? So the question probably could be reframed from, do you use job boards, yes or no? The question could be, when is it beneficial to use job boards and what for? Okay, so if the question is what do you use job boards for, it could be to build up the talent pool, right? But still the question is it the most cost efficient way to build up the talent pool? And the answer would be most likely not. And there are some other ways how to build up the talent pool even more cost efficiently, but that's probably a topic for another video. So if you would like me to also record a video about how to build up the talent pool in a cost efficient way, then just let me know below this video. Leave a comment, say, yes, Michael, I want to build my own talent pool and I don't know how. And if there are at least 5 of you, then I will record such video, okay? So hopefully you find this useful. Hopefully you will also use job boards with caution. They are good in some cases, so just keep it in mind, and have a wonderful day, everyone.